All right, y'all, we are back with another video, and here we go again. Now, Trump shocks New York and throws a campaign rally in the streets of downtown Manhattan, and Letitia James is pissed off. See, she don't like that. You see, you got these corrupt judges that's in New York. You got corrupt Letitia James, Alvin Bragg. See, they don't like what they just seen a few minutes ago. And that's the reason why I always say prayers out for Donald Trump, because these people on the left are willing to go as far as they can to try to do something to Donald Trump. And it is just sad because you got people like this that cannot beat Donald Trump fair and square. So they trying to use the court system to get him. They trying to prosecute him. You got Hillary Clinton going live on air talking about she know Democrats that want to off Donald Trump. Just all type of crazy stuff. These people are willing to go as far as they can. And it is just sad. So that's the reason why I always say, please put prayers for Donald Trump down below in the comment section, man. But like I said, this one right here is coming by Benny. I definitely wanted to check this out. Said that the union workers was cheering Trump, 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 Trump. So, hey, I want to see exactly what happened. So if y'all can please do me a favor, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody that's been showing so much support. Everybody been leaving positive comments in the comment section. I also want to thank everybody who clicked on the video for the very first time, and shout out to the ones, like I said, especially my last video, everybody that watches the entire video and let me know in the comment section, say, hey, Adogg, I watched the entire video with you. I would really, really appreciate it. It'll help me out a lot. YouTube will share the video, and I really, really appreciate it. So without further ado, let's dive straight into this video, man. Let's go.
Early in the morning, about 1 hour ago, Donald Trump went and visited a construction site in New York. Now, this isn't Donald Trump's construction site. That would be kind of cheating, right? Donald Trump isn't building a skyscraper here. He's simply visiting a skyscraper being built by, Lord knows, some hedge fund and, you know, a bunch of BlackRock money and everything, and pump it in and they build a skyscraper, right? And that's how buildings get built these days. Donald Trump isn't visiting his construction site. I think that's really important. Donald Trump's simply visiting a construction site in New York City before his trial. So he's on his way to court, and Donald Trump greeted union workers as he headed into court. He stopped his motorcade and talked with the workers. Now, this wasn't pre-planned, meaning, I mean, we follow all these announcements. There wasn't like some big campaign announcement. Trust me, like we're on the press list, right? Like we hear when Donald Trump's going to be doing like an official rally or an official visit. This is not an official visit. This was Donald Trump spontaneously showing up. And the workers are literally wearing MAGA hats.
MAGA hats.
Donald Trump is doing interviews, and the workers are streaming off the job to like see him. A wall of people waiting to see Donald Trump. Look at this.
Wow.
This is what it looks like. Never seen anything like this before. Biden visits Manhattan, a city that he won by 75%, and gets booed into oblivion. Trump visits and gets a hero's welcome. Look at the number of people showing up in the streets for Donald Trump.
That's a lot of people.
Really remarkable. When you get up close, you can listen to the chants. We want Trump is what the union workers were chanting.
Let's go, Trump!
It's amazing. It's inspiring. This is Donald Trump's campaign spokesperson, Caroline Levitt, saying Joe Biden is sleeping. President Trump is meeting union workers on the job and ripping into the fake news. Pick your fighter, America.
Wow.
Trump right here with the press gathered around. Ladies and gentlemen, this was pretty beautiful to see happen live. I mean, again, the people surrounding Trump at this site were obviously they're workers. They have their hard hats on. And I mean, really, the differences between the two men have never, that want to leave the country, have never been more stark.
We want Trump! We want Trump! We want USA! USA!
Like it.
USA! USA!
So the Trump campaign obviously getting out and demonstrating the difference between Donald and Joe Biden. This is Jason Miller, senior advisor for Donald Trump. I think we know who's actually going to win the votes of union workers. That's exactly right. Here's Donald Trump working the union line with a big orange construction barricade, right here. Donald Trump, a man of the people.
This is amazing to see, y'all. This is amazing to see.
Meanwhile, Joe Biden can't fill chairs in his hometown where they have to put up pipe and drape in order to shrink the size of the room because so few people show up for Joe Biden. People don't even stand up for Joe Biden. Meanwhile, the unions are standing up for Donald Trump. Here's what the union head had to say about the prospect of a next Trump presidency.
Poll in my union, President Trump is leading Joe Biden 3-1 on my presidential poll out of my 9,000 members right now. We are very tired of the situation with groceries, inflation, gas prices, illegal immigration, crime. We're living it every day in New York City.
And many of those people, you guys who are out here, are lifelong Democrats, like who you just heard from. That's not going to be the case, okay, for many of those construction workers. And that gives you a pulse on what average, everyday Americans are feeling. In terms of President Joe Biden, who just got a union endorsement yesterday in D.C., one of the things the president said about former President Trump is that he doesn't connect with blue-collar, average American workers. But we saw quite a different scene out here today in New York City.
Yeah, quite a different scene, and also Donald Trump taking questions from the press. When was the last time Joe Biden did that? Donald Trump actually, taking questions from the press.
Important is the union vote, and you're here in New York City, you're talking with these members. Do you think you can maybe change some of their minds if they were lifelong Democrats to vote for you?
I think these maybe were Democrats, but for me, they're a Republican. There's not a Democrat in there. These are people. Look at that building. Look what we can do. We built a lot of great buildings in the city with these people. And they've given me great support. They're really amazing. You know what? They're very, very talented people. They don't get the credit for it. Very few people can do what they do. We used to do 3 floors a week in concrete, and it was guys like this that did it. So it's very amazing.
Donald Trump actually knows.
Wow. I mean, just think about it. Say, when Joe Biden went to New York, he got booed. You just heard what the reporter said. He said, we are tired of the groceries being high, inflation, gas prices, crimes, leaving the border open, the illegal immigrants coming across the border. Like, he just named everything that we've been talking about. Like, nobody likes Joe Biden. Look what they tried to do, shrink the room because people didn't even show up to his little press conference he's had. He don't really even talk to reporters. All Joe Biden do is sit in the White House and send corrupt Fannie Willis, Letitia James, Jack Smith, Ivan Bragg, send all his little cronies after Donald Trump, while Donald Trump is actually out trying to talk to people, trying to campaign, but they are forcing this man to stay in courtrooms when he can be campaigning because that's what he wants to do. That's exactly what Donald Trump wants to do. He wants to campaign. And then he goes to this construction site. You see all the union workers got their MAGA hats on. They happy. I mean, the whole streets are just flooded. And when they flooded the street for Joe Biden, they ain't flooded because they like him. They flooded the streets so they can boo him. Nobody likes Joe Biden. Look what he's doing. The man ain't doing anything. Another war just happened. I mean, the wars, inflation, gas prices. You can't buy a house right now. It's just so much stuff just balled up into one. The reason why Joe Biden will not be reelected. But, he got these cronies that's trying to push him across the finish line. That's why they're trying to prosecute Trump. That's why I always said, make sure we put prayers for Trump in the comment section because these people are willing to go as far as they can to try to stop this man. I mean, they are willing to go as far. I had seen a video yesterday, I think it was on Doug's channel, where somebody tried to jump on stage while Donald Trump was, talking, campaigning and stuff. And that's the stuff we have to watch out for because these people on the left are willing to, a lot of them just show up just so they can try to cause destruction. So they can just try to sneak in. These folks are crazy on the left because they cannot beat Donald Trump fair and square. That's why I kept saying, I said, beat Donald. If you're going to beat Donald Trump, beat him fair and square. Stop using the court system. Tell Joe Biden, stop trying to get Alvin Bragg and Fannie Willis, Letitia James, all these corrupt judges you got working for you allegedly, going after Donald Trump because they want to put Joe Biden back in the White House. And it's not going to happen because if Joe Biden get back in the White House, we won't have a country. We will be done. We would be done if Joe Biden got back in the White House. But that's not going to happen. Trump 2024 this November.
How to talk with these people. He is one of these people. Donald Trump himself is a builder, and that's why he relates.
Yep.
This is why blue-collar Americans want change in November, says Byron Donalds. Joe Biden, radical Democrats have destroyed the standard of living and made us less safe. This is unacceptable. This didn't have to happen. We're going to win in November.
Yep.
Obviously, pretty shocking to listen into the heart of Manhattan chanting USA, USA, we want Trump. Pretty alarming thing to wake up to, but it's been happening, actually, throughout New York. Not just in downtown, but also in the boroughs. Here in Harlem, of course, you'll remember from last week, people chanting 4 more years as Donald Trump shows up to a bodega, takes photos, stops, and takes photos with the NYPD, begging him for a photograph. When was the last time a cop begged Joe Biden for a photograph? When was the last time anyone begged Joe Biden for a photograph? Look up here is Donald Trump at the base of this.
Joe Biden probably couldn't even write an autograph. He probably had to get somebody else to write it for him. Joe Biden don't know how to do anything. Everywhere Donald Trump goes, he gets love. Everywhere he goes. He went to Chick-fil-A. Look what happened. The left was pissed off because they were just waiting on a lot of the black workers to just go off on Donald Trump. But that right there did not happen. They did not get what they want. Because everybody sees straight through the mess that the left is trying to do by trying to prosecute Donald Trump. Got him in these dumb cases that shouldn't even be a case. It's just something they want to do to try to see if that's going to bring his poll numbers down. But the more they attack, the more his poll numbers rise. Every single time. When they gonna learn?
Construction site looks kind of like a cool design back there. I don't really know what they're building, but look at the union workers there. Look at the guy in the hard hat. Donald Trump. There you go. Spotted Donald Trump mugshot shirt. Okay, that's badass. What happens when Joe Biden meets union workers? That's a good question. Last time that Joe Biden met somebody with a hard hat on, this happened. Joe Biden said that the guy was full of S and argued with him, punched his finger into his chest, and told him he doesn't work for him.
Hours under the Trump administration, I'd like you to explain how you plan to not only keep us working, about how you intend on getting the union vote when there is a large portion of the union workers that are gun enthusiasts, and you are actively trying to diminish our Second Amendment right and take away our guns.
You're full of
All right, thank you guys.
See, the man asked a question, and if you're going to be a president, you're supposed to be a leader of people. Even if it's a question you don't like, you're supposed to know how to answer that question in a professional way. He didn't like the question and just straight out said, you are full of you-know-what. And this is what y'all voted for? This is what y'all voted for, a president that tells somebody they full of you-know-what because he asked a question. This right here is ridiculous.
Shush. I support the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment, just like right now, if you yell fire, that's not free speech. And from the very beginning, I have a shotgun, I have a 20 gauge, a 12 gauge, my sons hunt. Guess what? You're not allowed to own any weapon. I'm not taking your gun away at all. You need 100 rounds.
So when you were in Beto, when you said you're going to take our guns,
I did not say that. That's not true. I did not say that.
It's a viral video.
It's a viral video like the other ones they're putting out that are simply a lie.
Your voice, you said that you're taking the guns.
Well,
he
just
clarified it.
Wait. Take your AR-14s.
Okay, this is not okay.
This is crazy.
Don't tell me anything. I want to go outside.
There's a lot of guys wanting me.
I'm not worried.
Hold on. So much.
Give me a break, man. Don't be such a
You're
horsey
pushing up
guy.
on me.
Hey, there's a lot of
Hey. Look, here's the deal.
Go.
Here's the deal. Are you able to own a machine gun?
I own a machine gun.
I said, are you able to own one? Under the law.
Machine guns are illegal.
That's right. So AR-15's illegal.
How is that in a machine gun?
No, it's not.
Semi-automatic.
Yeah, do you need 100 rounds? Do you need 100 rounds?
In America from handguns, and there are what you
Oh, wow.
Why are you advocating for a
remember, they dropped
dying by handguns?
after that interaction where Joe Biden talks about his AR-14 and machine guns and calling an AR-14 a machine gun, calling that construction worker a horse's ass, saying he's full of shit, and yelling at him, saying he doesn't work for him. Remember, they dropped COVID right after that. Everyone locked down, quick! No lockdowns outside of the Biden event in New York.
This is just crazy.
Interesting aside. Joe Biden, who would never dare walk the streets of New York like Donald Trump just did. This is what it looked like with protesters outside of Joe Biden's fundraiser in New York, poorly attended fundraiser in New York City. That was, of course, doubled in the amount raised by Donald Trump just a week later. $25 million for Joe Biden, $50 million for Donald Trump. Look at the number of protesters. I didn't see any protesters for Donald Trump. Look at these. These are the protesters for Joe Biden, Bill Clinton, and Barack Obama. This was, of course, the side-by-side from this week. We took this photo. This is the number of people that showed up for Joe Biden at a campaign rally in Tampa, and this is what it looks like from Donald Trump's window in New York. Tell me, ladies and gentlemen.
See the difference?
Who are the people's president? Why don't you tell me, Joe Biden? Joe Biden just spoke to union workers yesterday. Here's what he had to say.
What we can do next. 4 more years. Pause.
He gonna say he reading off a teleprompter, and I just don't get this. You're reading off a teleprompter. It said 4 more years, pause. He even saying the word pause. When they put pause, that don't mean say pause. Oh my God. This is
4 years, pause.
This is crazy.
All right. Yeah. Got it. Man of the people. Okay. Man of the people. The choice has never been more clear. And quite frankly, never been more stark and dire. As you see, the economic data also from this morning, the contraction of the American economy, the American dream being out of reach for so many young people, the chances to buy a house, to earn a living.
Yeah. Shout out to Benny. I think that's about the end of it right there. But as y'all can see, man, prayers for Donald Trump. But Joe Biden is just ridiculous, man. But this is what they voted for, and they think he talking about some 4 more years, pause. This man, how can he even debate Donald Trump if he need a teleprompter to say everything? He can't remember anything. There's no way he'll never beat Donald Trump in a debate. Donald Trump can talk 2 to 3 hours and don't need a teleprompter. He don't need one. So this right here is just crazy, man. This is crazy. Like I said, especially if you made it to the end, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. Like I said, don't forget to please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Because Joe Biden is just ridiculous, man. He is done, and Trump will be in 2024, man. Let's get it.